road. If you look at the biggest winners, right? The biggest winners are gold. I think it's up 46, 47%. Bitcoin, I want to say it's up 50 or 60. I'm not even sure. There's a Morgan Stanley basket that's a retail flow basket that has all the meme stocks in it. It's up 67, 68%. So it's really what retail jumps on. So crypto, digital gold, that's obviously something that's very, very appealing.
And does that mean you're jumping on all of that right now?
Well, I'd want to have positions in all of it, for sure. So if you said to me, what are going to be the winners? Again, we have this race.
Right.
The race realistically is certainly to the end of the year, because that's when everyone marks institutionally. And then you have to figure out what's going to go on in next year. So what would I want to have? I'd want to have a combination of gold, crypto, probably the NASDAQ. I think, I want to say that I've said that before, and I think that's still the right one. And I think whatever the fastest horse is at this point in time probably has a good chance of being that on deck 31.
And U.S. Treasury is in a position where if it decides to pull that trigger and start issuing T-bills on Ethereum or Solana, just like the SEC chair, Paul Atkins, is saying they're going to start letting securities be issued, because the amount of change that's coming is just staggering. And it's great. It's great for the end user. It's great for the end consumer. It's going to be bringing down the cost of financial services. There's going to be a massive consolidation wave in the banking industry, because those that don't future-proof their business are going to have to sell out to those that did. So it's an incredible opportunity for the really tech-forward banks.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're going to get more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten. And more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin and crypto getting another lift. We have Bitcoin hitting another all-time high. And let's see if Michael Saylor buys, because that'll let us know what direction that we're going. And of course, we're going to watch the Fed and of course the bond market. But we're seeing these spot ETFs getting a lot of inflows, and that's helping us hit this all-time high. But we know at the end of the month, they dump. So that means that we're going to be pulling back. So we need a Michael Saylor and those big purchases in order to keep Bitcoin and crypto up at this pricing. If not, we know we're going to be pulling back big. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then we have stocks overall flat. We do have the NASDAQ up over AMD and OpenAI news. Now, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have the yield rates moving up. And we know if yield rates keep moving up, we know the stock market and cryptos are going to be pulling back. Guys, the bond market lets us know which direction the market is going, because it's also going to let us know what the Fed is going to be doing. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then we have the dollar right now slightly up. We have volume in crypto down. Then we have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $25 billion on Friday. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. And also, guys, we know in the background, we know the Treasury is doing buybacks. So they're helping manipulate this long end, because we know no country wants this long-term paper. They know the go. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market, so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we have the government shut down, and with the government shut down, we get no numbers. So how can the Fed make a move with no numbers? They're going to have to pause for uncertainty if we stay closed for a long period of time and they get no numbers in order to make a decision. Guys, remember, this is a plan. It moves in phases. And we have gold hitting a new all-time high. And we know that's the central banks buying up, because they know the dollar is about to be devalued. So therefore, they can devalue this debt. And we see Trump going after Venezuela. But we also see Venezuela turning to these stable coins. And one of them is USDT. And we can clearly see how they're going to destroy this legacy market, because all this fiat is going to take flight to these stable coins. And then also overseas, they're getting interest on their stable coins. And again, crypto is going to take the blame for the fall of America. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs up as I'm doing this video. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have Galaxy launches Galaxy One platform offering crypto stocks and 8% yield to U.S. users. And Galaxy One was rolled out today. It combines a 4% cash account, plus crypto custody and trading, and zero commission trading on U.S. equities and ETFs. And you'll be able to buy and hold and transfer Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Paxos Gold. And then when it comes to stocks, you'll be able to trade more than 2,000 U.S. stocks and ETFs with zero commission trading, including fractional share trading. Now, we know the terminology yield, of course, is a security. So we know the devil is always in the details. When it comes to the 8% yield, it is not FDIC insured. So Galaxy clearly wants to be a fintech bank down the road. And of course have their own super app. And we know all these apps eventually are going to come together and be implanted in these social media platforms. And we probably will only have about 2 or 3 when we move into the fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And speaking of apps, we have Robinhood goes down. And we know anytime they go down, we know something is going on behind the scenes. And we'll get our popcorn, let it play out. We know eventually something will come out. Because when you go down as markets are moving up, we know it's something going on. We've seen the movie too many times. And then lastly, we have Grayscale launches the first spot staking crypto ETPs for Ethereum and Solana in the U.S. And we know how important staking is And staking is also going to let us know which way the market is going. Because if we go to a downturn and we still see these corporations holding and staking, that means in the long run, we're going to keep moving up. But if they're selling when they can easily stake and make more money, if we're going to be moving up, then we know we're going to be pulling back. But staking is a big piece of this fourth industrial revolution because we know it's not going to be a lot of growth short term. Everything is going to be about investing long term. So that means you're going to have to hold and wait. And then also it opens up for liquidity. If you have an asset that you don't want to sell and you need to borrow, staking will help offset those fees for that loan that you need to borrow off the asset that you have. But this digital economy is definitely going to change everything. But then also we're seeing a lot of consolidation, and we know that's not a good thing. They're going to try to sell you on it. But the fact is, anytime you have the big bank taking all the small banks, that just makes the big banks even more powerful. And we know in this digital economy, our money is going to be programmable. The B system, being able to tell you what, when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend it, or poof, is gone. And guys, we know that is biblical. We are the chosen generation. That's the reason why it's so important for us to educate the youth, because we don't want them to fall for the devil's tricks. Remember, guys, technology can be used for good or evil. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.